G'day YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today's video is super sad and I don't really know where to start. I will start from the beginning, but doesn't, yeah, look, it's pretty sad really. Behind me, the legendary MK4 Golf GTI. This is going to be one of the last times we will be seen together. I have been looking at another project car, big project, and there's something that's caught my eye. I won't say what it is just yet in case it falls through or doesn't work out, but I do need to sell this to make space for it because it will be sitting here for quite some time, because I'm going to refresh everything as I normally do, get it back to a healthy state, and then I'm going to work on, mods for it, very similar to what I've done to the MK4. So if you're new to the channel and you've been looking at recent videos, I've done quite a bit of work to it myself. For the most part, I'll run through the list. So, starting with the engine, of course, I've got standard AGU 1.8T motor. I've upgraded the turbo to a K04 from an S3. It has all the S3, coolant lines, oil lines to it. Because I've upgraded the turbo, I've had to upgrade the fueling as well. So I've got Saab Red top 360cc injectors paired with 3-inch MAF from a MK3 Golf VR6. It's the only one that will fit the sensor the correct way. I've got K&N filter, that's boring. I've got a Creation Motorsport type catch can, just to catch any sort of blow by if it has any at high revs. I have now you can see these two oil lines. I've got an external oil cooler hooked up to it just to keep it nice and cool. If I do decide to take it for a nice drive. I've also, along with that, got meth injection from AEM. That's the meth kit there. So the meth kit runs along to the boot of the car. Actually, I'll go to the boot and I'll show you. It has the control in the car and the tank in the back. This tank here, this inline filter hooks up to the tank, pumps meth, 50% meth and 50% distilled water to the front into the intake, spraying it across, cooling down the engine during hot climates or hot temperatures. So if I've got 280 horsepower, it's going to stay 280 horsepower, not pulling timing and doing all weird things during hot days. I have a very nice bar and plate intercooler kit that, as you can see, does not go through the engine bay. I love it. It goes around, up through the stock area, just to keep it nice and just stock looking. I don't like the intercooler pipes going across. So it comes from the air intake, goes down through the intercooler, pipe goes all the way to the back of the car, back of the engine, sorry, goes up into the turbo, and that's how that all connects. As far as the engine goes, that's pretty much it, Outside the car, I've got R32 bits and pieces everywhere, R32 front bar, R32 headlights, my favourite wheels, the BBS, BBS CHs, CH002. That just fits like a glove. I've got 25th anniversary side skirts, ABT rear lip, genuine Volkswagen mud flaps, R32 spoiler. It just looks the part. Going into the inside of the car, LED lights all around, colour MFA, and R32 cluster, colour MFA, boost gauge, oil temp, AFR gauge. They all work, they're not just mocked up. R32 steering wheel, red Recaro stitching, genuine Recaro seats. I don't know if it's restitched or not, but it's just beautiful and comfy. I love these seats. Red stitching doors, no sagging. It just looks like it's meant to be there. Android Auto. The meth kit I got, that's the controller, so on, off, I can control it when I need it. I've got the US style cup holders, and you have got to modify the fuel release to there. I've got the sports trim. Never got around to sanding it down to see if it actually goes back to bare aluminium. Yeah, it's really sad actually. The other thing I put around is the dark black interior all round. I've got black everywhere. They normally come with cream, but I've got dark everywhere. Door trims, A pillar, B pillar, C pillar. The sun visors are all dark. So I've matched everything as much as I can, much as I could. The glove box still works. Short shifter, I didn't mention this, but this was a recent mod. Croatian Motorsport short shifter, so notchy, so good. Just doesn't go anywhere. Automatic headlights, GPS. You know, I've done everything in here. I've touched, I've changed, I've modified myself. The only thing I didn't do myself really is the paint, some of the trim paintwork on the outside. So the front bar I didn't do. I wanted it to look at least semi-decent. I did the rear spoiler myself. I got the rear lip and the side skirts painted professionally. Again, just making sure it doesn't look like a home job. But yeah, it's taken years to build the car. Years and years. So, very sad. I will be looking at another long-term project similar, on a similar scale to this. I'll be modifying the engine, you know, hopefully clean up the interior, do something with the exterior, not too much, but something to that effect. It'll be a good base. So very sad story. Did get you know, someone called up. I mean, I listed it for about 8 days. Somebody called up, fell in love with it, and said that they would just take it as it is, full price. Didn't negotiate. Knew what work went into it. Knew all about the Mark IV Golfs. They themselves have an R32 GTIs in the past, so they just know. So yeah, sad story. I mean, I've done all the maintenance work in this car as well. So, you know, timing belt, coolant lines, coolant, flanges, new radiator, new hoses, you know, coolant balls new, you know, all the oil leaks, valve covers, just anything that needed to be done is done. Oh, what else can I say about the brakes? R32 brakes that just fill up the 18s so nicely. You know, slotted, dimpled, 334mm brake discs, R32 twin piston. You know, I mean, it's an upgrade for the GTI 288mm rotor, single piston, so that's just, it is overkill, but we are running more power. We're running about 280 horsepower, probably around 260 right now with the tune slightly down, just to, you know, make sure I don't blow the box. Change the gearbox as well. That's all in all, that's what's happening. Sad story. I've got the RCCR. They're not hellers, they're in-pros, they're nicer. They're actually the, you know, they're not the clears. I actually like it standard looking, but, you know, RCCR. So just everything's done. I'm gonna wash it, take it for a drive, take some photos, take some videos, make sure I've got everything I need to come back and look at it and regret my decision later on. But for now, I think this is what I'm gonna do. Just look at that. It just has that sort of, you know, mid to old school presence. It is sad, but, you know, I will keep you guys updated. Anyone that's following, I don't even know anyone's following. I don't upload enough anymore, too busy. I do try and upload where I can, but, you know, the Passat project I've done, and that's been going pretty good. The car's running healthy. I've got it on the road. It's roadworthy. It's passed its inspection. I'll show you what it looks like. That's it there. That's the daily. Got the roof racks on it. I installed a few bits and pieces, LEDs, fog lights with LED. Hooked it up to the light switch so it comes on automatically. That's the new daily that I've got, which has a 1.8T tuned stage 1, probably around 180, 190 horsepower. Nothing too crazy. But just, yeah, good for a daily. But yeah, I'm gonna miss it. This little beast. Just parts collected over the years, starting with the seats, the interior, you know, getting the turbo, getting the headlights, just mashing it all together. Hey guys, if you're still following at this stage, appreciate it, thank you. And I'll try and keep posting as much as I can about more content. Won't be another golf. There will be golf projects in between. I might, you know, buy and fix up, maintain, you know, sell it on. But it won't be anything to this scale. This is just, yeah, crazy. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys around, and thank you everyone for watching.